Hey baby, this is Rob. Welcome to the back of the classroom. Today we're talking about Law 27, play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. That'll be Law 27. This is episode 58. Go ahead and hit the like button, show your support, and let's get started. So, if you check out this chapter, we're definitely talking about other people's needs to believe. And it's a deep topic because it touches on most people aren't leaders. Most people are followers. Most people don't have, I don't know how to put it, but let's just say the extra 10%, extra 20% of getting it done. Most people need guidance. Most people aren't self-starters. Most people are not those who are willing to take lead and take charge. But pay attention to social media. Everybody's willing to criticize. Everybody's willing to get behind something and banter and rant about someone else's mistakes. And I tell everybody, listen, when you're looking back in time, everybody got 20/20 vision. Everybody see everything clearly. Oh, you could have did this. You could have did that. You're right. But in the moment, based on how you feel, based on the information you had at the time, you made the best decision you thought possible. And that's all you can go on. And if you stand on it, you run with it. And that's all that's all you have to go with. But make sure all your intentions are pure. Make sure you think things out. You know what you're doing before you do it. Especially when it's your craft. It's how you want to go about doing things. Don't get into a situation and then want to change your mind just because somebody say something that sound good. Nah. Put some thought behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to the people who's giving you information and make the best decisions based on that. So one of the things it talks about as far as the steps, keep it vague and simple. Promise something great and transformative but vague. How many people do that? Oh, I could take you to the promised land. What's promised land? Oh, I can help you out of the situation you're in. What situation am I in? And how exactly you gonna get me through it? And what does the outcome look like? Don't nobody know the future. But if they can paint you a pretty picture, they want you to go on that. And they want you to believe in that. And they want you to think, wow, you know what? This is really it. It ain't. You can do that for yourself. You can definitely tell yourself tomorrow's going to be a better day. And as vague as that is, as long as you focus on a positive, if 3 good things you can focus on today, you can find 4 positive things tomorrow, you put yourself in a better situation. You ain't need nobody for that, right? 2, emphasize the visual and sensual over the intellect and entertain the bored. Eliminate the skeptics. It's like that in any organization, right? Any and every organization, they're going to tell you all the perks and benefits. They really tell you about the dirty work you got to do, where you got to go, how you got to go about doing it. It's all about the perks, what they're going to pay you, how life is going to be so great for you later on. And then you got those people going to be like, oh, I don't know, you should do that. It's not a good idea. The first thing you want to do is get rid of those people. Sort them out immediately. Nah, I don't need no people like that around me. Because I'm trying to build something. Right? You don't want that around you. And then you got to keep those people who are listening entertained. How am I going to keep you focused on what I'm telling you so you can get all the information? So then you can carry out what I want you to carry out and do what I need you to do so everything works the way I want it to. So I can keep the people who are bored entertained and keep the skeptics away. Got to get rid of the skeptics. What's the next one is borrow the forms of organized religion to structure the group. It's like any organization. You got a leader, second command, third command, fourth command, fifth command. You got levels and tiers. You could break it up in 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. It's up to you. Because most religious factions and cults and different businesses all have the same, what you want to call it, organization. They have the same buildup. It's just, its structure is almost the same. It's identical. They all do it. The sky's your source of income. Don't let people count your pockets. What you make is what you make. That's always supposed to be your business. You ain't never supposed to be telling everybody what you got, how much you got, where you getting it from. Nobody wants to put in the hard work. Everybody ain't willing to be a leader. If I tell you how to do something I'm doing, you'll never come to me again. You end up doing it on your own, and now you don't need me. What am I good for? If I'm the source, I can't give you my sources. I just need to keep feeding you what I got so you can keep coming back to me and being reliant. And you set up the us versus them dynamic. Because you got to protect me. I need you to be on my side. So it's us, 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 us. And then we can figure it out after. And then those are the steps. But I get that's how it's set up. But my attitude is this: if we're going to be a village, I can see it. Not so much keep it vague and simple, but let's be realistic. I don't know the future. And if I don't know the future, I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen, but I can tell you my motives. I can tell you where I want things to go, and I'm willing to work to get it there. And of course, keep it simple. Overcomplicating things never get anybody anything. You ever heard the KISS expression? Keep it simple, stupid, or keep it stupid, simple. Whichever way you want to look at it, right? And then you emphasize the visual and sensual, right? Over the intellect, entertain the bored, eliminate the skeptics. I get it. People's attention span is low, so we got to keep you entertained. I need you to know, especially with keeping it simple, it can be short and sweet. And the skeptics are the people who's not on board. If you're not on board, simply walk away. Move away from where I'm at. Let me do my thing with the people over here who's on board with me. And since you're not feeling this, go over there, right? Borrow the forms of organization, religion to structure your group. I get that too. Guess what? Everybody needs a blueprint. So the blueprint would be what's already established. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? There's nothing wrong with borrowing from what's already there and improving it and making it your own. So like most businesses, there has to be some type of hierarchy system in place in order to keep things moving fluently. All information should come from the top. Give everybody who needs what they need to know. Give them the information. As long as it's mission critical to what their job task is, that's fine. Overwhelming people with so much information causes confusion. They're not going to want to know everybody's position when they don't need to focus on their own. And you just got to keep it simple, right? Borrowing will disguise your source of income. Everybody can't have access to what you have access to. Everybody don't know how to conduct themselves the way you conduct themselves, the way you conduct yourself. You don't need people. It's like not everybody know when you live. Everybody don't need to know where you live. Everybody don't need to know your bank account number. Everybody don't need to know how much money is going in there, because you got wolves. You got people who's willing to steal, cheat, lie, and kill for what you have because they don't feel like getting it themselves. You feel me? And then you set up the us versus them dynamic. And honestly, you don't even have to set it up. You can let people see it for themselves. It literally is what it is. We believe in something that we want to go ahead and do. And as long as we walking together on task with what it is that we want, the other people outside of our circle is gonna set it up for us. It's literally gonna set it up for us. So if you've been kept up with what I'm saying, I gave you what they said in their way. And I just flipped it and showed you how a different perspective, a different mindset, you can take it from negative to a positive. And as long as you thinking positively and you moving in a positive route, sure, the critics, detractors, everybody's gonna have something negative to say, but you gotta stay true to you and who you are and what you're doing. You know what you're doing, which means everybody don't need to know your business. Because the minute everybody gets in your business, it gets messy. And people could change the narrative and start changing your intentions to make it better for them so they can get sympathy or take something away from you and make it better for them. And who wants that? Who needs that? I don't. So if you're part of the village and you're trying to get things going, bring it to the source, get as much information as possible, get it out to the people, figure it out, make the best decisions for everybody, not just yourself. Because when you're no longer here, who are you doing it for? And if you're just doing it for yourself, cool. Say you're doing it for yourself. But somebody got to build your house if you want a nice house. Somebody has to provide a service or something for you. And the better you treat people, the better people treat you. But you got to give them that motive, that incentive, that extra 10% that most people aren't willing to give or even have. So if you made it this far on the podcast, I thank you. I appreciate you. Check out Rev's Locker. It's open. It's up and running. If anything, I'll holler. 1.